is no secret with my family that carrots are my favorite root vegetable. It might be because my dad was kind of known as the carrot guru. He grew many different varieties and determined that the best variety out there, this would have been 40 years ago, was called Nantes Strong Top. I still remember the name, and he took real pride in his carrots. He used to tell me that the best carrots are ones that are dug out of the ground in February. So we would take some straw and straw them down in the fall to make sure the ground didn't freeze. And then in February, we would dig down through the snow, remove the straw, and pull the carrots. He said if you wait till March, the carrots start to regrow and the flavor's not quite as good. So the idea is great. However, to make that happen is real challenging because the snow is deep, it's cold. You might be able to dig a few carrots for cooking supper, but to try to do that on a commercial scale, I think is not very practical. So what do we do to try to replicate that? Because if that's the best flavor, then that's certainly what we're trying to achieve. So what do we do to get the best tasting carrot without having to be out there in the middle of February in the snow, freezing our hands off trying to get carrots out of the ground? So step one, we let the carrot stay in the ground as long as possible. So we harvest them typically in the first week of November when they've had a couple of freezes, the sugars are in the root, so they've got maximum potential at that point. Then we harvest them and we leave them dirty, which simulates being in the ground. And we store them in their own dedicated storage. And the reason for that is because some of the vegetables that they could be stored with would off-gas ethylene and other things which can affect the flavor of a carrot. So they've got their own dedicated storage, and we store them as close to 0 Celsius as possible. And that simulates being in the ground. Then we can bring them in and wash them, and our goal is to wash them within 2 weeks that they are sold. So by doing these steps, we can get a really nice tasting carrot.